Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's lesson, and in this lesson we are going to discuss how you can size your solar panels. How to size your solar panels. So from our previous example, or from our previous video, we discussed how you can conduct your load analysis, and we are using the same figures we get from our load analysis, or the same thing from our load analysis. We are using it today in order to size our solar panels. Now let me do a recap a bit on how we are able to get all of these figures. You can see the first column here from our load analysis table is our appliances, and the second column is their wattage, that's their power consumption. The next column is their quantity, how many of these appliances, and the next column is their total wattage, their total power consumption, and the next column is their running hours, how many hours are these appliances run in a day. Now the last column is their daily energy consumption, that's daily energy consumption of all these appliances. Now I'm not going to go in every details here, but I'm just going to focus mainly on this daily energy. How do you calculate this daily energy? Based on our previous videos, we have looked at how we can calculate this daily energy, so you can check that video if you need everything in details. I'm just to do a small recap here. Now, how do you calculate this daily energy? We said you calculate it by multiplying our total wattage by the running hours. And for this example, we have television of 200 watts running for 5 hours. This H means hour. So when you multiply this this 200 times 5 hours, it will give us 1000 watt hour. And for the fans, their rated power is 300 watts. We multiply it by 8 hours. That's the number of hours that they are running in a day, which is 8 hours. So we multiply it to give us 2400 watt hours. So that's how you can calculate your daily energy for all of your appliances, by applying this formula, which is multiplying your total wattage by the running hours of that appliances. Now for calculating your solar panels, we are making use of our daily energy from our load analysis table. This is our daily energy. This is our daily energy for each of these appliances. This is their daily energy consumption. Now you sum everything like this. You sum them together. As you can see, this is how I summed my own. Let me clear this drawing. This is how I summed this column, these figures here. This is how I summed them, and it give me 23,276 watt hour. Now this is total daily energy consumption for all these appliances. They are consuming 23,276 watt hour per day. That's every day. When these appliances are run for this number of hours, they consume this total daily energy. And the next thing is we consider the panels that we are using for this example. Now this is our panel data sheet. We are using a Jinko solar panels. We are using a 535 watt Jinko Bifacial solar panel for this example, and this is the data sheet. This is where this red box here. This is the panel that we are using here. This one, 535 watts. Now all these ones are solar panels. All these ones are solar panels. All of them, they are solar panels. So you can choose any of this one for your example, and if the one you are using is not here, you can use the data sheet of your own solar panel. So for this one, I'm choosing 535 watt solar panel for this example. And the next step of design is we will add additional 30% on our total energy in order to account for system losses and panels not operating at their optimum condition. Now, what does this mean? This means that we are not using this exact figure, this exact 23,000 from our daily energy. We are not using this exact figure to size our solar panels. We are going to add additional 30% into it in order to account for system losses. System losses sometimes due to cable distance, system losses due to cloud, system losses due to shading, and so many of them. So we add additional 30% so that all those system losses will not affect our daily energy need, will not affect this 23,276. So we add 30%. Some people add 20%. Some people add 25%. And also you should remember that it's not every time that your solar panels will operate at 100% of their rated capacity. That's why you also add this additional 30% in case if those panels are not operating at their 100% rated capacity, it should never affect your daily energy need. Now, how can we do that? We multiply our daily energy, which is 23,276 watt hour, by 1.3 or 1.30. This 1.3 is the 30%. If you are using 20%, it should be 1.2. If you are using 25%, it should be 1.25. If you are using 40%, it should be 1.4. So whatever percentage that you are oversizing it, that's what you should include here, and it will give us 30,258.8 watt hour. This is our new daily energy. You can see here our total energy right now is 30,258.8 watt hour. This is what we are using right now to size our solar panels. We are no longer using this one from our load analysis because we have added additional 30% to it. So I am not using this one again. We are using this 30,000. Now the next thing is to know our total array power, and the formula for knowing our total array power is our total energy divided by our peak sun hours. Now our total energy from this example is 30,258.8 watt hour, and we are using peak sun hours of 5 hours. For this example, the peak sun hour of our location is 5 hours. Now for your own location, it may not be these 5 hours, it may be 8 hours, it may be 10 hours, it may be, sorry, is that 10 hours? It may be 6 hours, it may be 4 hours, it may be 2 hours. Whatever the peak sun hour of your location is, that's what you are going to use for sizing your total array power. So what you do is you divide our total energy, which is this 30,000. You're going to divide it by 5 hours, which is our which is the peak sun hour of our location. Now this peak sun hour, I also said something about it. We are using the worst month, the peak sun hour of the worst month for our location. We are using the worst month peak sun hour. For instance, from January to December, most in Nigeria, the peak sun hour is mostly on August. That's during raining season. We have reduction of peak sun hour, so we are using the peak sun hour for our location. We are using the worst peak sun hour. Now for your location, it may not be these 5 hours, so make sure you use the worst month or the average month, not the highest month. Now for our total solar array power, it will give us, after I have divided this 30,000 by these 5 hours, it will give us 6,051.76 watt. This is what our solar panels will be generating. That's our solar array. This is what they will be generating in every 5 hours. Now if they generate this number of this power in 5 hours, we are going to get this 30,258.8 watt hour. And if they are not able to generate up to if they are not able to generate this one up to 5 hours, maybe 3 hours or 4 hours, we may not get up to this 30,000. So if this panel generates this 6,000 for 5 hours, we get this 30,000. And the next step is calculating how many solar panels. Now, how many solar panels will give us this 6,051.76 watts? In order to do that, we will need the power of our panels. That's the panels that we choose for our design. For this example, we choose a 535 watt Jinko panel. So we're going to divide our total array power, which is 6,051.76, by dividing it by the power of one panel. We divide it by the power of one panel, which is this panel here. Let me clear what is doing. Which is this panel here, the power of this panel, which is 535 watts. So we are dividing this 6,000 by this one. Now the formula of number of panels will be our solar array power divided by the power of one panel. Our solar array power is 6,051.76 watts. We divide it by the the power of one panel, which is 53.5 watts. It will give us the total number of panels of 11.31 panels. So we may not get this exact 11.31, so we are rounding it up to 12 panels. We are rounding it up to 12 panels. Instead of using 11 panels, we are rounding it up to 12 panels for easy configuration, for easy connecting our panels in series and parallel. So we are rounding up to 12 panels. So I don't know if you guys are getting. Let me repeat these steps again. Our total array power is 6,051.76 watts, and we are choosing a 535 watt solar panels. So in order to know how many solar panels, the formula here is the solar array power divided by the power of one panel. And this is the power of one panel. That's the power of panel that we choose. It should be 6,051.76 watts, which is our solar array power, divided by the power of one panel, which is 535 watts, and it will give us 11.31 panels. So we round it up to 12 panels. Now the next step is the solar panels power. In order to know what our panels will be producing, the power that our panels will be producing, it will be the number of panels multiplied by the power of panel. That's the power of one panel. Now the number of panel here is 12 panels, which is from here. Let me clear out this drawing. This is the number of panel. So the number of panel here is 12 panel multiplied by the power of single panel, which is 335 watts. Our new solar array power now is 6,420 watts. Now when these solar panels are exposed to, these 12 solar panels are exposed to sun, they will produce up to 6,420 watts, which is more than this 6,000. This our previous solar array power, which was 6,051.76. Now our new solar array power is 6,420 watts. Now our total solar panels power would be this 6,420 watts multiplied by the peak sun hour of our location, which is 5 hours, is 32,200 and 32,100 watt hour. Now when these 12 panels are exposed to 5 hours sunlight, that's the peak sun hour of our location, 5 hours, they will produce up to 32,100 watt hour, which is more than our initial 30,000. You can see here, this is our total energy here is 30,258.8 watt hour. But right now, after sizing our solar panels will be generating 32,100 watt hour, and this is the load that the total energy that our loads are consuming in a day. This 23,000. So if you minus this 23,276 from this 32,100 watt hour, you see that we have a lot of energy left, which will cover for system losses. It can even cover for adding additional loads during the day. Now this configuration will it will charge our battery comfortably, as well as supply enough power to cover for this load during the day. So this is how you can size your solar panels for your load. And if you have any suggestion about the video, you can drop them in the comment section. If you also have questions, you can also drop them in the comment section. So if you don't understand how we're able to get this one, you can watch the video, our previous video about conducting load analysis. So thank you for staying through. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and also follow us for more practical solar lessons. Thank you very much and remain blessed.